I can't hold it. I can't hold it.
I was trying so hard not to blink. I tried to water in. I was like, no, my
I
eyes.
can't hold it. Oops. In more ways than one. Quality. Quality.
You know, it wouldn't be SAVS if we just didn't make fun of ourselves.
No.
Well, so we're here.
We are. Hi, everybody.
Where the fuck is Jay this time? Oh, he's in a shed this time.
He's
Oh.
in a shed.
It's a chateau.
The audio good?
You.
It should be, hopefully.
Look at that view behind you, Jay. It's beautiful.
I know, right?
Man, I must have set you back a few quid.
Actually, it's kind of like the same view there, just without the conservatory of next door. So yes, ain't too bad.
You're ruining the immersion, Jay.
Right. Can we have an audio check, people? Is everything good?
Yo, yo, yo.
Can you hear us coming through?
Houston, Houston.
I could hear it good on my end. I just unmuted. So.
Okay.
Such
We're
a
good.
beautiful shed.
Said hog bag. Hog
Shed,
bag.
shed, 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 shed.
Shed, 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 shed.
Shed check.
Shed, shed.
Shed check.
What the
Shed check. Can you
fuck?
hear us in the shed?
Right, do you know what? I've muted all you lot. They can't hear you on the stream now. So, I'm gonna... It's a fucking shed takeover. How about that? Yeah? You lot can... They can't hear you. That's it. It's simple. You're back in the room.
Take it away, Jay.
Well, good evening. How we doing? We're all sacked. So,
We're all sat here waiting for Nick to start.
I know,
Why do I have to
Nick,
start?
because you're the teacher.
Yeah,
It's not my show. It's all of our
Our
shows.
show.
our
Alright.
show.
So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode number 72 of the Super Awesome Vape Show. How about that? I can kick it off as well. Yes. Nice of you to tune in. We're not that late, but it wouldn't be SAVS if we was nothing but more than on time. But, yes. So,
We are going to rename it soon to the Super Awesome Late Show.
Sal's.
I think we've done pretty well. It's 10 minutes. Last week we're half an hour. Sometimes we've been an hour late. I think 10 minutes we can get away with.
yeah. I think it's fashionably late. Yeah.
Honestly, it's not as bad as the stew. The stew is usually about 15 to 20 minutes late.
Cool. Oh.
Go ahead, Jay, read
Right
that.
fucking there.
Cheers, Vic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vic.
Everyone's saying thanks. I'm giving him right there.
Oh, thanks, Vic. You gave up your steak bake for the day just for us.
He
Appreciate
did. How thoughtful.
it.
Oh,
He's still gonna
You
have
know how
one.
much he
let's face
likes his steak bakes as well. That's
and Badger in the shed. For cuff. Cheers for that.
So how is everybody? How are you all, guys? All good?
Yeah.
Good,
Good in the hood.
Are you drinking piss again?
Oh, don't. Oh, you meddling. Why I order?
Why are you drinking piss again? Is it one of these detox things that you're on?
It is, yeah. Fleshes out the kidneys, the liver, everything.
Well, it's already come from there once, so
It's triple filtered.
yeah, I'm gonna need to borrow a fiver.
Yeah, thank you. Well, Nick, the show, you have to dab, don't you, when you get money? That's what they do at UK Vape Show. You have to dab or something.
Oh no, we got to do the floss then.
The floss, yeah.
I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing no fucking
Get floss
chocolate.
sitting down.
No, the only flossing I do is my fucking teeth.
My green screen's not working. Why not?
He's that. Nick's like, Mr. Roboto.
My green screen is working.
Thank you very much, Mo.
He's taking the piss. He's talking about how you're down in your log cabin.
Oh.
If it was
If you
that
didn't
nice,
notice, ladies and gentlemen, as well, I think we can put the link in again. We have actually got some merch. So you can get yourselves over there and get yourself. We're all going to be kitted out soon with our own SAVS t-shirts and hoodies and stuff.
And
Yeah.
we got Mo Mr. Mime.
Yeah. He's sat there in his 80s house. bang tied him.
So, everyone's had a pretty busy week, right?
Yes.
Pretty busy.
Most of us put out videos.
No.
Mike.
Not me. I didn't this week, I don't think.
Mike.
Nick.
Did you go?
Aiden wins the award. He put out 4 videos this week.
Yeah, included. Did you? You might not have seen it, Nick. I did the chicken tikka juice.
Oh, I have to watch that. That's
I did it live. If you haven't seen it, please go over and watch it. I was nearly sick. It was so bad. I had my bin and I had the bucket, and I was like nearly there, mate. It tasted like lime and burnt tires.
Oh, mate, I was broken when you said that.
Lime and burnt tires.
Actually, if you've ever actually smelt a clutch, you know, when somebody's like gone up a hill and the clutch is burning, it was like sort of that smell and all. Oh, it was horrible. But it had a spice. It had a spice behind it, and I could feel it on my lips.
That's what she said.
That is what she said, yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, just going a bit off the subject though, I watched that Sausage Party the other day. I mean the cartoon one, not just some random porn thing. I watched this Sausage Party, and I the first time I've heard about I thought a douche was somebody who was silly, but actually it has got an actual thing in it, a douche, in America.
You don't have douches over there?
I don't think I've ever seen one in there.
You don't have douches?
The only thing I've ever seen like that is some bird at school doing a handstand near the fountain.
We have we have turkey basters.
Yeah.
Apparently, Americans like to keep their butt clean, that's all.
Where the pickles at? I like the way Meatloaf was actually a meatloaf in that film as
It
well.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
I could feel the spice on my lips, yeah. Not that type of spice what's going around our country. I wasn't zombified.
Oh, I can see Nick. He's dying to do it.
It's like,
Nope. I'm sure we'll have worse during this show, so don't worry about it.
That's the first time he's ever said that.
Jonathan Redmond asks, what's with all the crazy juices now hitting the market? That's nothing new, honestly. We've had joke novelty sort of flavors forever, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon, especially if people keep making content like this. It brings a new element to the juice review, you know, like trying terrible juices. Zamplebox got famous for doing that, really. I mean, they have a channel, they have over 100,000 subscribers, and it's mostly for those trying terrible e-liquids videos.
I didn't actually think about this, Nick. Obviously, everything that's going off at your end about flavours and that, do you think I might have maybe done something wrong there by trying something like that, or do you?
No, because I wouldn't say a chicken tikka flavor would be child appealing. That's what they're worried about over here, is the child appealing flavors. It's like, okay, maybe just come out with savory flavors then. Steak and potatoes or something.
while we're on the subject, what was that? Excuse me. What was that juice you were trying? You were there with this dude with the sample box.
It was meant to be a mozzarella cheese. I'm pretty sure Bogan ordered a bottle after that was done. Just saying. He tried it like 5 times. Yeah, mozzarella cheese. It tasted like. Oh, it's just every time I think about it, it brings back memories and turns my stomach.
Vomit.
You see that the review Chris did of that? I think it was which
Zebra
one?
juice.
Zebra juice, the off Cravendale, and he's got the cow going.
I thought that was brilliant.
Do yourself a favor and watch that with closed captions on, because it's hilarious.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Ronster Campbell says sweaty socks. Yeah, it's kind of like a sweaty, kind of like BO, almost like just.
Ugh.
No, he's calling you sweaty socks.
Oh, okay. Sweaty socks, Nick. Well, currently, yes. Sweat level is about 6. It's a bit warm here. I'm trying to translate. It's like upper 20s in Celsius.
If someone invents a steak bake flavour juice, Vic would be bankrupt.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, everybody in chat, stick it in there. What was your worst flavour you've ever tried? Have you ever tried anything a little bit different, like we had a chicken tikka and the wonderful mozzarella balls that...
Yeah, not naming company names, but just put the flavour in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually tried a fried pickle e-liquid.
Fried pickle.
Big Mac
Fried
sauce was mine.
It was actually pretty decent.
Not literally,
Not gonna lie.
not actually Big Mac sauce. It was a Big Mac sauce flavored e-liquid. Just clearing that
Gross. Ooh.
And French fries.
I tried roast chicken. That was bad, and
Yeah.
it's like absorbed into the
Is that for
steam.
vapors on a diet?
Vapors on a diet.
Couldn't try it. Could not get rid of the taste of it.
And if you've got 888 liquid, it's vaping on a budget.
Them Blaz flavors are pretty shitty.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of middle fingers for you, Dan.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna just get a picture of you. You seen that little tiny girl who's like got that she does that trick where she pushes it the bit of paper into her hand to make it disappear, and then all of a sudden she just goes.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
A couple of years ago, there was a pizza flavour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was absolutely freaking vile.
Oh.
Expo.
Yeah.
We
What's
got
bad is when people try to make good flavors and it turns out so bad that it tastes like just awfulness.
Yep.
The other one I tried was the what was it? Bacon rashers or something? Bacon rashers, and you know, like you guys have eaten Razzles. Is it Razzles?
Frazzles.
Frazzles.
I've
They
been
fucking
razzled a
give
few
you that
times.
horrible heartburny fucking burp repeating on you all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was getting that from the liquid, man.
I
Every
thought
time
you were saying about
A Frazzles burp on my breath every time I breathed out. I was like,
Yeah.
I need menthol.
That is so gross.
Corned beef does that to me. You eat
biscuits.
corned beef and I burp that back.
Biscuit says it was a chili menthol that he had. Oh gosh.
Ugh.
Oh, strawberries and cream tasted like baby sick. What I want to know is how the fuck do you know what baby sick tastes like?
I know what baby sip tastes like. My son spewed directly in my face once.
Come on, big daddy.
That's what I did, yeah. I was like, oh, you're so beautiful. Bleh, straight down. And my sister-in-law was there. She didn't help. So you've got a baby and you're covered in it, and she just sat there laughing.
I would too.
Peanut butter flavour. It
It's like-
tasted like a bad minge. Oh shit. That's quality. Alright.
Oh my God.
Are we gonna
These
do
are
shout outs and buffets and or whatever?
Rose a bit right away.
Yeah. What we wanna do first?
I think Aiden should do shout outs.
Yes.
Okay. This is going to be fun, isn't it?
You're all shouted out, thank you, bye.
Yeah. It's nice to see Mike Next reviews in. Sussex Vape Shop Online. We've got Katrona, Whitlock. Nice to see you. Manic Stereo. We've got Vaping with CJ. Get over to his channel. He's brand new. He's an absolute corking lad. He's from the Isle of Wight, where I spend a lot of time with my family. Really good reviewer, up and coming. So get over to his channel, Vaping with CJ. Give him a quick sub. He's a decent lad.
Yep.
Also, we've got Mobros, I see there. Grumpy Old Vapor, always nice to see you. Puffin Billy, sorry. We've got Vaping with Foxhound, my mate Dan, nice to see you. Stephen James. We've got Jonathan Redmond, Cybermaster. I always think that's something like off of Mad Max, that when I read that. It's Master Blaster. UK Vapester, hope you're okay, brother. We have got Andrew Bloomer. We have also got, we've done Katrina. We've got Vaping with TC. Nice to see you, brother. Again, another up-and-coming reviewer.
Yep.
Josh Warner. There's quite a few in, you know. Izzy Baz. We've got Liz. Nice to see you, Liz. Hope you're all right. Colville K. Another Donny Lass. 808 Recon Ghost. I see you. Sainty McCup. Fuck off. I love saying that. Ron Campbell. Demore as well. Thank you very much for your donation. Hobag. I really wanted to say that one at all. Mark Jan. We have also got Vaping with Vic. We can't leave him out. UK Andy, hope you're okay, brother. Giga try. We've got the wonderful Jules Mama Vapes. Thank you very much for everything you do for us. Vaping Pasty, Puffin Billy. I think. Afa Musabi. All right. Poon Sauce, McNasty. Bit of Poon Sauce. Jonathan Redman, Dion
Put some poon
78.
sauce on it.
Biscuit Vapes, nice to see another Donny lad. Vaping Swag, JP Vape Reviews, it's going on. Deed Palmer Smith, that sounds quite a posh name, that, doesn't it? Nice to see you. We've done Ron Campbell. Stephen James. They're just adding names now. Flat Cap Vaping. I see you, brother. Hope you're okay. Andy Summerfield. Stuart. James McDonald. Bones the Scarter. Richie Elson. And, D. Palmer Smith. Did I do really well then?
You fucking missed me out.
I mean, that was great. Yeah, you definitely left Jay out.
Did I?
Yeah.
You got to tag him.
Jay. And also, Jay from Live Vape and Chill. Have you actually got an Instagram account?
Yeah.
I couldn't find it today. And I swear
LVC Shack.
It's incognito.
Oh, sorry.
Our merch on Teespring. Check out our merch on Teespring. Link is in the chat.
So, Kat said just call her Kat. No one can say her name.
Cat.
And Dan Demore. Dan
Not
Demore.
bad to say I'm dyslexic either. I think I did.
No, you done fucking well, mate. I love it. You give it a shot.
Yeah, that was good.
That's the thing. So, right, buffet time.
You're the leader today, Jay.
Oh, am I? I'll go first then. How about that?
Follow the leader.
I am on the PAL 2.
Loving it.
PAL 2 with some... I've got some salt pods, black currant menthol in there, and I have got my topside single with my recurve RDA, and I have got some Manga Bays chilled from 12 Monkeys in there. That's me. Thank you very much. Passing it on.
Fuck's sake, Mo, you look like a Thunderbird doing that.
It looks like a Thunderbird anyway.
Mo is actually a backup dancer in his private time.
Yeah, for take that.
Man said,
Only
shut
needs
up.
is the chauffeur's cap and he looks like Parker.
Alright, whoever wants to take it, feel free.
You're the leader. You gotta pick someone.
Oh, I will pick Parker. Mr. Mime, sure go.
Oh.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Right, okay, so a couple of setups for me. Normal one here is the Tesla Invader 2.3 with the Bonza 1.5 on the top. In there, I have some Turkish blend. Next up, I have the Tesla Invader V4 with the TM24 Pro on the top, and I can't be asked doing that anymore.
I would say you don't have to review out now.
I have some House of Vape pancake and maple syrup, which doesn't really taste like pancakes, but there we go. Not any ones I've ever tasted.
Does it taste like baby sick?
I don't know what it tastes like. It just tastes like burnt frying pan.
Well, you're actually vaping it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, only that much of it, and I don't want any more.
So, correction, he's
yeah,
not
next
currently
up.
vaping that.
I've got the Kelpie
Kelpie.
on top of the V-Boy, and in there, it probably won't show up because Jay's been meddling, but I have some minted from Cloud Source.
Gotta see this.
And then my last one is the EQ from
thank you.
Innokin, and I've got the last dregs of my Strawberry Whip from Element in there.
What are you saying
So-
like that?
I will pass it. I will pass it off to the teacher, the preacher, Mr. Nick.
The teacher, the preacher.
Sit down and shut up.
Anything else to write then, could you?
Right, you've got a fucking detention. How about that?
You have to stay after class. Oh, there
Oh,
you go. After
yeah, we
show.
all know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
Oops, after show.
You don't go in the cupboard.
Fine. I got you all beat this week. I think I can impress not only Mike, but the rest of you.
Right,
Oh, yeah. It's the Unicorn Mod Tenacious TX Vapes Edition in purple with the
Nice, dude.
Turk V2 and a Jess Murray DHD tip. That's the chop top tip. In there, I've got some Ultimate Puff soda line black currant crush. This is my third bottle of this stuff. I'm on my third bottle since Expo. Next one is the Topside Carbon. Yeah. You can call it what you want to call it. Everyone says it's brown, it's shit brown, whatever. It's a color that no one else will have, so there. This one has the recurve dual on top and some Pachamama. Green's probably not going to show up because Jay, but that's a Fuji apple strawberry nectarine.
What the fuck is a Fuji apple?
It's a Fuji
It's
and
an
apple.
from Fuji.
Okay.
It's a red apple.
Ready on. Here I come. You can't hide.
Top side single in nice purple with the Passage RDA on top. Oh,
Most
I gotta drink
drinking
this off
piss.
screen.
some Zen House Nirvana.
Mo is
And-
scrubbing his pain with his fingers.
Last but not least, we've got the Emperor kit from Steeped Vape Co. Big shout out to them over there in Liverpool.
It does off blow some clouds, that doesn't it, Nick?
Oh yeah, it does, man. Here, I'll do a little example. This is Napa Nectar Mango and Cloud example.
Vapor Swaggins.
Not bad for a little stick. So
3,000 ma.
What she said.
I was gonna fucking
well
say
played,
that.
Mike. Mike, why don't you take us away?
Again, fuck you, Jay. What's on a kill
And green.
Black.
with the
Looks nice in black.
what's it called? A bloody mess. Drop dead bloody mess on that. And in that, I've got Empire Vape Co.'s salty caramel custard.
Good stuff.
Then I'm on the Geek Vape Blade. Yes, I know it's the one that looks like a 70s carpet with the bulk RTA on top. And again, Empire's salty caramel. Then I've got the Purging Fulsa with the Rebirth. And in that, I am using 12 Monkeys Sabe Iced.
You know, I remember stopping from up there.
Then I've got the Project Iona with the Recurve. And on that, I've got Moorish Puff, Watermelon Cherry. And then I've also got the Detonator with the Kelpie with more of Empire's Salty Caramel.
I take it you like that.
I think you like that, don't
As
you?
you say, do you like it or?
It's fucking awesome.
It's all right.
And then I've got the Trusted AVP
I haven't even tried it. I've got to get some of that.
with Juicers Melon Berry Medley.
Nice.
That's got to be good if you're still on that as well.
It's fucking lovely.
I've got
But then
it
that's
here.
mixed with other stuff as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Da, 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 da.
Pass it off, Mike.
And I will pass it off to Aiden.
I'm the only one left, really. I'm on the Trusted Kilo with some, I think it's melon ice I've got in there. I love this. It's my bedtime vape. Then I've got the PAL 2. You're totally right about this, Jay. Absolutely fantastic.
I love it.
Yeah, really nice. Love the way you can dial the airflow on the actual coil itself, a bit like the IQ as well.
Don't use it.
Flavour for days as well. I've got some 50-50 drip axe, some cherry Bakewell, which is really nice. I have then got the Vapemon, what's it called? The Vapemon gearbox with the new Raptor tank from EH Pro and Horizon Tech. It's quite nice, that. It's not bad. It's the Kelpie, obviously, stock tank, really. That's what it looks like. In that, you've got to have some of it, which is the Blazberry. I absolutely love it.
Ooh.
I've also got the one. This is called the Barrel. It is a little tiny pod kit.
That's
It's
quite
quite
fun.
nice. It's got its own coils in it as well, which this coils are a little bit different, and it works in voltage. So you go up and down from 3.8 all the way up to 4.2. I think it's 3.8. Yeah, 3.6 all the way up to 4.2. And it looks quite nice, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I quite like the look of that.
Yeah.
2 mil. Fits nicely in the hand. It's got a 900 mAh battery in it, so it lasts quite a while. 1.6 ohm coils in it as well. Review coming up for that in a while. And then I've got 50-50 double menthol in there. I absolutely love my menthol.
Ooh.
And last but not least, I've got the iStick mix with the Elo pop tank on there. Review came out for that last week. Still loving it. I know a lot of people don't like the fact that it's got 2 different doors on it. I would have preferred that to be on both sides, but it doesn't particularly bother me that it isn't. And I'm loving the Elo as well. I just wish I'd have got the extender glass, which was like a 6 mil one, but I didn't get it in that one. I did get it in the rim. I didn't get it in that one.
I bet you did.
And the sad bit of today is that I'm coming down to the last bit of the Panther series from Dr. Vapes. Pink Panther, it's all done and dusted, which I'm really sad about. So I'll be getting some more of that. And that's me over and done with, people.
Nice. So why don't you guys in chat just drop us a little shout in the chat what you're vaping on tonight, and then we'll pick up on some of that.
Got black cat, white face.
Okay. Aiden got it in the rim. Okay.
Aiden got it in the rim.
After show. Come on, Nick.
No, we're doing it right here live.
We're not.
I'm not ribbing you.
We're not.
The ratings would go up.
Oh shit! That's so funny.
I actually have something to talk about. Damn it! I have to find it now.
So, okay then. While Nick finds it, you guys got anything coming up for your reviews this week that you're open to get out?
Well, a few things I'm hoping to get out, but whether I do or not is a different matter.
Yep. I've got a ton of juice to get through and another dripper to get through. I showed you guys a little preview of my next review.
Yeah, it's going to be good, that one.
Should be quite entertaining for you guys to watch. So make sure you head over to check that out when it comes out. Should be very good.
I did a lot of mods last week. I did 3 mods last week, so this week's going to be a bit more of a tank. I'm going to be doing. I've got Steam Crave to come out. I've got the Falcon King that's coming out. I've also got the Raptors coming out, and probably the Diesel as well.
Check out my. If anyone in chat hasn't seen my review for the Kelpie, make sure you check that out. You will enjoy it.
Oh dear. So we've got Puffin Billy is on the Fish with the Rabbit and Juice Bomb Dynamite. Dandemir is on the C4 with some Max VG Custard. Yes, okay. Vupu X217 with a Crown 4 tank and some Cherry Zap by Chopper Vapes. What else we got there? The Scatter, Adore Sinful, Apple Roll, Dead Rabbit, and the Moyon, is that how you say that, Joker? And Vic, the 4-2 with the Kelpie, as Modus Minikin 2 Kadama with the Kelpie, as Modus Minikin 3 edition with the Recurve, the Yeehee class, Yeehee X class with the SX Mini Divine RDA, and
like you just sat there and wrote all that.
Yeehee G class with the Kylan 2.
He should have written.
Yeah.
Vic should have written down what he's not vaping on.
Turkish blend, baby.
It would have taken him less time.
Is the Turkish M-Turk's juice like? Is it nice juice?
Cheers, John,
That's
for
good,
the
man.
20 knock.
Because I've just got it into the
So
shop.
John.
Nice
All right,
one.
I found it.
Floss.
Oh, you have to floss.
Yeah, we got a floss. Fucking elitist. I think that was aimed. Who was that aimed at? Down. Was
Come
that?
on, Nick. It's like he's trying to scratch his back.
What
Pretty
was
much,
it?
yeah.
What was that? A chimpanzee impression?
That's how Mo dances.
So Stuart's on the G class with the Zeus X and Jam Sponge, and we've got a Redmond on the Pulse 80 with the Recurve, G class and the Serpent Elevate. Yes. And UK Vapes says, look at the size of that guy's knocks. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, go on. If you found it, take it away.
All right, so something got posted this week from Comedy Central that I thought was interesting. I'm gonna play just a few seconds of it because copyright issues and all that. But yeah, just check this out, guys. Here's the thumbnail image.
Please don't play that shit.
You probably can't even hear it, but yeah, this is something. Oh God!
What the actual fuck?
Have you not seen it?
No.
Right, that's
All
enough
right,
of that.
that's all I'm gonna play of it because honestly, it makes me like ill just thinking about that because it's just oddly sexual and just creepy. Ugh. But yeah, that's like a 3-minute video right there, all about this Juul pacifier thing that they made up, obviously. But what do you guys think of that?
That's terrible.
Well,
I have no words.
Mo looks turned on.
Go fuck yourself. That's one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
He's actually wearing a diaper right now.
I watched that. I was like,
What were they
the
thinking,
fuck?
man? Really?
Baby wants
Baby
a
wants a vape.
That's fuck.
Ugh.
But
Stop.
like you said, it is weirdly sexual because the way she was doing it.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like,
that's the whole video is like that. It's really creepy. And
Jules when she's got a Mac.
Oh, shit. You're in so much trouble. I only
In
laughed.
so
I'm sorry.
much trouble. I thought, do you know when you actually said that? I thought, I didn't say that.
Oh
It's
shit.
clipped on Twitch.
I'm not reading it out. I promised I wouldn't do any more.
That's terrible, that, isn't it? How can anybody
No,
do that?
no.
And is it from America? Obviously, Comedy Central. Is it from America?
yeah, it's from America. That's what we deal with on a regular basis, though. Everyone's taking the piss out of Jewel like big time over here. And they have like there's memes now where it's like photoshopped in. It's called the Tooth Tuuth, and it's like this jewel pod sticking out of a guy's mouth, and it's just making.
What the fuck? Why? Like, is it the truth campaigners or something that's making these videos?
Dummy what?
It's really hard to say where it's all coming from. Like I think Comedy Central is just making fun because that's what they do. They make fun of everything. It's satire to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, they just look at what the headlines say and then just roll with it. So they go, "Oh, Juul and vaping and everything that's what kids do," and then they just run with it, and that's how far it's gotten over here. There was another one. There was like the tooth, and there was something else. It was like, but it's just basically like, oh, the Juul home, where it's like an actual like humidifier, like that looks like a Juul just spraying out vapor into your house.
We actually had a thing over here in the UK where they'd actually mocked up a, like My First Kitchen and they had actually have it like a little My First Vape.
Yeah, I
That
saw
came
that.
out a couple of years back.
Yeah, that looked like a Fisher-Price toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, do you think there's anything behind it from Big Tobacco? Do you think they're fueling it, or like you said, or do you think it's just Comedy Central doing their bit?
I honestly don't think it's Big Tobacco with the Comedy Central thing. However, there was something about Vice magazine posting Snapchat stories, all about like how bad vaping is, and Vice magazine takes money from Big Tobacco. So read into things a little bit more. Don't just take things for exactly what they are. Look into it and see where the money comes from, and that's why that's how you'll learn why they're doing what they're doing. So yeah, Vice magazine is kind of biased in that sense. Also, I've seen a lot from Unilad, that they're from over there, and they post a lot of stuff on Snapchat that's anti-vaping as well. I'm not sure what that's all about. I'm gonna assume it's Big Tobacco money, but who knows?
Because a lot of those videos are sponsored.
Yep. All that stuff on Snapchat that's underneath all your normal like stories across the top row there, all the trending or what have you, all that stuff is sponsored.
Yeah.
Don't use
Yeah.
that.
Helping
So-
at all, is it?
No,
It's
it's not.
but just the video for face value is just disturbing.
It
It's
is,
like
yeah.
oddly creepily sexualized, and like they didn't have to even go that far. They could have gone like made it all like funny and kiddie and like have silly music and go, look, it's baby's first vape or something like that. But they just made it into something really dark. And I have a feeling whoever made that or whoever greenlighted that idea has some sort of fetish, because that's just weird.
If that had been about anything else, like trafficking or anything like that, that'd have been completely wiped off, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, God, people would have ripped him apart for that.
A cosmopolitan.
But because it saved the children sort of thing, it's but in a weird way.
But it's not like it's just making fun. It's really not even adding anything constructive to the message. It's just making fun of Juuls and how Juul kids are Oh, that stuff is for kids.
Jewel kids. Oh my god, you're even branding them.
I don't know. I don't like it. I think
Oh,
it's
that's
bad.
terrible.
Fucking
But
hell.
we're used to it by now. That's the sad part, is we're so used to it by now. It's just like, yep. I mean, look at the Truth Initiative. They are doing stuff with puppets.
Yeah.
They do like puppet shows and like the one that gets me the most is when he's saying like, "Oh, it's not as bad as smoking," and they like just go "Brrr" whenever he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you're
I saw that.
just admitting that you don't want to hear something positive about vaping. You're just gonna just write it all off and say, nope, it's bad. It's not.
I
It's
thought
not
it
even
were
the least
amazing that they
good.
actually had anti-vaping commercials over there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have anything like that here. I just couldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of anti-vaping stuff. There's like targeted Facebook ads about how like you can get involved with class action lawsuits against vape manufacturers. Like, have you been injured by an e-cigarette? Like, sign up for our
Right.
class action lawsuit.
That is
Get
that.
an attorney.
That
It's
is a load of
Yeah, I
bollocks.
saw one of them the other day, actually.
That is just mental, isn't it? Everything's going strange, and it's you just can't work it out.
Yeah, they pass IQOS like nothing.
Exactly.
IQOS, they already have been put through the PMTA process, so they are free and clear to do what they want now. And basically, they submitted like a 1,500-page report on how this is going to be better for the general health of the public. And from what I've heard, just off of the preliminary kind of readings, it's just full of just kind of nonsense. Basically, it's just padded out to sound like it's really important and really good. But they're claiming health claims. They say it's like 93% better for you than smoking traditional combustible tobacco cigarettes. And I'm like, where is that proof from? I want to see like that. And apparently they have it, but someone's going to have to read through 1,500 pages to find out.
We know where the proof is, don't we? It's in a tiny one. I don't know what you have on your dollar bills now, but is it Franklin and somebody else? That's where the proof is, isn't it?
Yeah, proof is in the dollar sign. That's
Yeah.
sure.
It's not by they're doing anything just to keep tobacco alive, aren't they?
Yeah, but tobacco shares are falling 2 to 4% per year, or I'm not sure if it's per year or per quarter. But my God, like they are dropping quick.
It was like the
So-
point we've made plenty of times on this show, and you made it last week as well. Healthcare's got something to do with it as well. If people don't get sick, they don't get any money, do they?
Right, and
What it boils down to, isn't it?
but our government also, wants us to buy privatized health insurance. You know what's really messed up is over here. Apparently, who makes IQOS? Is it Philip Morris?
Philip
Yeah.
Morris, yeah.
Yeah, so they have a separate company. They have interest in a separate company. It's I forget whether it's health insurance or life insurance, but either way, they have interest in an insurance company. And if you use the IQOS instead of smoke, you get a discount
That's
on
health
your
insurance.
premium.
Yeah,
That's
so life insurance, that is.
Fucking
That's a health insurance.
ridiculous.
Is it health, is it?
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that if you use one of the heat not burn stuff, then you're going to get a reduced amount on your health insurance.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a 50% discount they give.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah, 50%, yeah.
I don't know what people tell us. People tell us in chat what you think of that, because I don't know about you. That is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That
Real
is
quick.
so bad. And then the lobbying all this about vaping, which is obviously saving lives, but now they're lobbying to make you go to the IQOS, which we know yourself, whether you're heating it or whether you're actually just burning it. To me, it's exactly the same. You're still getting them. You're still getting them chemicals either way.
Yeah,
But-
I was just
and
about
it's-
to say what Nita said. How do they know that you actually use it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I mean,
Take a picture
they
of.
could do they could do spot checks like nicotine in your system kind of thing, and I don't know how well it can tell like exactly how much nicotine you're using per day.
Well,
or
you know,
something,
they
but-
test it though, wouldn't you, Nick? See if there's any carbon monoxide inside you. That, you know what I mean? So, some of the bad chemicals that you can only get off of a cigarette, which is vape.
Yeah. The total opposite of what they do over here.
Yeah.
Hi, Jared, the vaping goat.
Up, Jared.
Jonathan Redmond says an anti-vaping ad in the UK would need to be based on proof, or it would be breaking media guidelines. Well, I want to know how they get away with the anti-vaping ads over here. It's like, how can you tell like half truths and that kind of thing? It's like, and there's also putting it into like the school systems as well. They're teaching kids like that Juul contains all this bad stuff. Like they say it's got heavy metals and it's got formaldehyde and this kind of thing. Like they're doing like school projects and hanging posters around the schools that say like, say no to Juul and this and that. And it's like, I don't really see it. The smoking rate has gone down amongst teens, and so has the vaping rate, even after it spiked. So I don't get it.
It's called ignoring the actual facts, isn't it? And blowing themselves away with the fact of they still want that money. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you can see what's happening as well now. They haven't had a war for a little while, so now Iran's getting it, aren't they? So
is that what you think we do in America? Just like
no, not what I actually think you people do, but I think the government sometimes they don't help things, do they?
I don't think so.
Ours can be exactly the same, but ours are a little bit more.
So 25% if you use the heat not burn, and 50% if you stop for a year. Wow. And yeah, going back to how they can test it, someone else just put in here, other veggies contain nicotine as well, like eggplant or aubergine, which is the same thing, just saying. Tomatoes, they all contain some form of nicotine.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
The nightshade family.
I think Spuds do as well.
I think that's vodka, isn't it?
Yeah.
Moonshine.
Does contain nicotine?
Shine.
Jared, we used to be friends.
Yeah. But
Release your
that's,
windows.
I guess one good thing to come out of America this week is the victory in California. They actually got one of the flavor bans shut down, which is awesome. I forget which county it was. Man, I have to stay off of Facebook sometimes because it's just all bad news.
Into all of California.
I have no clue.
I think it's all of California.
But I guess the NAACP showed up to a flavor ban in opposition of it, and that's a big pull. And they just said they didn't care about the whole like banning menthol thing. It was actually just the whole issue. They're like, this is not right. They shouldn't be allowed to do this, and we're going to oppose it. So if the NAACP is on our side, I mean, geez, that really says something. Like, I don't know. I think California is kind of still doomed. But
Yeah, but they've got loads of weed shops though.
oh, tons. They're everywhere. But I mean, they're popping up around my area too now. But and look at my area. We're tobacco 21. And we're introducing, or where they're trying to introduce, a 90% wholesale tax, et cetera, et cetera. So our state, Massachusetts, follows California very, very closely. Like, we have very strict gun laws. We have like very strict tobacco laws and that kind of thing. So, but we're lax on other issues like medical and actual legal recreational marijuana. It's legal here. Like, anyone that's an adult over 21 can go out and purchase it with their ID. They just walk into a shop and buy it and go home and smoke it. So, yeah, you have to be 21 to even purchase cigarettes. So all they do is go to the border and then pick them up there and then bring them back into Massachusetts, losing us out on more money. But
I think it's Baz has nailed it there. In his comment there, it's Baz. Considering it's the land of the free, you're not allowed to do much, are you?
oh yeah, no, exactly. There's just checks and balances everywhere. There's more checks and balances on us than there is our own government, which is messed up. It's like they're keeping us oppressed with all the laws and all the regulations and all this stuff that they make, yet they are able to profit off of this. I mean, you're people have to line politicians' pockets to get laws made, and the big companies win.
Do you think eventually, though, that everybody's going to stand up? Because you still got a lot of people who are, as a kid, I always used to admire about the US. You know, this is for the flag. You know what I mean? We're all big, wasn't it? We can live the American dream. Do you think that people eventually will stand up and go, look? Because it's slowly happening in our country, where we're getting sort of pushed into this bit where we'll make loads of laws where you can't complain about, oh, you've got no rights. Do you think you will end up everybody standing up together, whether it's to do with vaping or whether it's another policy that comes in? Do you think the Americans will stand up and stop this?
Well, I hate to admit this, but the stereotype of Americans being lazy is very much true. I have a feeling that everyone will try to be a keyboard warrior, and they'll be like, oh, like and share, you know, help the cause, share this. And yet when it comes time to actually go to a state house meeting or something like that, no one's going to show up. And it's happened, and it continues to happen to this day, where vape shop owners can't be asked to even get out there and fight for their own shop in their own state. It's tragic.
Mo, do you think that we're sort of getting this in our country now, where things are getting sort of repressed and it just slowly they're sneaking things under the carpet and stuff?
Yeah, they definitely are. Yeah. But it's gonna be interesting to see what happens when it comes to vaping when Brexit eventually happens. Whether they're gonna re-look at the regulations and stuff like that. There are a few rumours floating about that things might change, but who knows until it actually happens.
I know. Fuck all's going to change.
Reckon?
Yeah, it's like Vic. Obviously, we watched a couple of Vic's What's Ups and stuff. It takes so long for them to be able to change the laws. Even if we did come out of Brexit,
you can't change the law. Once the law's set, it's that's it.
Well, they can change bits. They can amend.
You can amend certain bits,
you can
but
amend
you can't.
things. Yeah. You can't fully change them. You could probably,
I'm sure they can. It's just there's quite a long time limit on it. I think it takes about 5 years to get a law changed.
Well, if Brexit's anything to fucking go by, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to think how they look at us. We sat there as a democracy and everybody voted out whether you want to stay or whether you don't want to stay. The actual majority did vote to go out. So you can't just keep having a referendum until you get the right result, what you want. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. They would just re-roll until they get the result they want.
My green screen's fading.
But wasn't the whole issue like based on a lie? One of your political party leaders or something like got a whole bunch of buses plastered with "We give the European Union 300 million pounds a year," blah blah blah, and
we give that a week.
That wasn't true though. Like that wasn't true at the end of all of it, and like it was too late.
What we basically put on the bus that we'd give the NHS more money. It wasn't the. See, the UK is probably either the second or the most biggest. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I thought you were floating then.
I think he is floating.
They give quite a lot of money to the European Union and get very little back. And they were saying the money that would have been used for it would have been then put into back into like the NHS. There's a lot of things of coming out of the European Union which would benefit the UK, but that, obviously my personal beliefs doesn't really matter to the show. But the whole point of it was that if you voted for it, you've got to think the government also spent 9.5 million sending leaflets out to tell everybody to stay in. They didn't send 9.9 million to say to come out.
Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing to me.
It is, yeah. Just like Rich Ellison said, yes, we've got it very easy at the moment. I think it's a bit of a turning point now, what will happen in the UK, to do with vaping and to do with how we live.
Yeah.
Are you finding anything, Jay, with the vape shops are changing or anything?
No, we have had trading standard visits though, to make sure things are compliant. So they are doing that. But nothing really like to see if you're actually following guidelines or anything like that as such. And it's only one since I've been there. It's only one that I know of that trading standards have been in. So
They didn't come straight away, did they? Everybody thought everybody'd be jumping on it, but they just haven't got the staff, have they?
well, that's the fucking thing. There's that many shops nowadays. Like, how are they just gonna fucking regulate it properly?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Have you had any like secret shoppers or all like that?
I wouldn't know because they'd be secret.
They tell you at the end though, don't they?
I don't know, do they? Well,
Yeah, they do tell you afterwards. Yeah.
no then.
Nick, have you had out?
Because when I used to work in the shop, they had trading standards. They'd send in like mystery shoppers, you know, people that were typically underage, just to make sure you carded them, and then they'd be waiting like around the corner and saying, "Did you manage to get anything from that shop or whatever?" And
But that's
if
fucking
you
that's
card one person and you sold them something without knowing, then you'd get fucked over. And it'd be your own fault basically. But
that's
like, when I was
entrapment.
yeah, but it's there for a reason, isn't it? Like I was making sure I carded everybody that came into the shop before they actually made the transaction, sort of thing. And we had a no school uniform policy.
If I've got any doubt, like, I won't even talk to you. All right, can you show me ID? Oh no, I only want to ask about. No, show me ID, and then we can move on from this.
First thing, yeah.
Oh no, sorry mate, if you can't show me ID, you've got to get out.
Yeah. And if they're in a gang, you get the classic. Oh, it's for me. It is. Yeah, it's for me.
No, he asked me. It doesn't work. That's it.
All of you, card or out.
Jay's exactly like me in that sense too, because they send secret shoppers in. We passed our first one, and typically if you pass one, they don't bother you for quite some time. So we passed the beginning of last year, and I don't believe we've seen anything else from that. We have had the FDA in our shop, and like I've talked about this before, where they basically came in. It was someone that was hired to do this. Basically, you just drive from shop to shop, and you go in there and you take pictures of, you know, your inventory. They took a bunch of pictures of bottles, and then wrote a bunch of stuff down. Asked me a couple of questions, which were like kind of obvious. She's like, "All right, do you have the bottle standard notebook? Do you have the paperwork for that?" I go, "Yep, right here." Boom. She's like, "Okay, good." She's like, "What would you do if someone came in without an ID?" I said, "They don't get anything." Yep, okay, good. You know, like went through the basic stuff and then just left. You know, it took about maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and she was gone. And she's just like, "I'm just hired to do this job. Like, I have nothing to do with like the actual like FDA or anything. They just hire people to go out into the actual vape stores."
That's just shit, so you don't give her shit.
Well, I mean, probably, but I was on my like all just
because I remember going back. I think it's about a year ago, maybe a year and a half, maybe a bit longer. There was a big panic about trade-in standards coming in to check over your shop, and there was a couple of shops local to me, like we were all talking to each other and stuff like that, and there was a little bit of panic about RDAs being shown on display. Like there was rumors floating about that you had to keep them under the counter, out of sight, basically. But that just turned out to be a load of waffle, because they were all saying, "Oh, you've got to take all your drippers off the shelves, don't have them on display, only sell them to people that ask about them," and stuff like that. And like all the shops around here were panicking about it, but trade-in standards came in and they just basically said it's fine, just carry on doing what you're doing.
Fucking hell.
There's a lot of rumors floating around when it comes to what you got to be careful about in the shops and stuff. Unless you have a visit from trade-in standards, you're not going to get everything clarified. Like Nick said about taking photos of bottles and stuff like that, and your hardware and things that you're selling.
yeah.
Is it buying dislikes?
Oh yeah.
I'm just like Nick's.
You
So
just-
do you do battery wrapping in your shop, Jay?
Yeah, and not my company, me and one of the boys that work
Yeah.
there, we actually bought the battery wraps ourselves off of a shitty bidding place,
Yeah.
shall we say, and I do it free of charge.
Do you do it in yours, Nick?
We don't do it in the store because of
Insurances?
Americans and just the insurance thing. So we just give them out and we tell them how to do it.
I'm really glad that you brought this up because I've totally forgot about it. A new person has took over my local vape shop, which is like 100 yards literally down the road from it. A new person took over it, and he's been using their Facebook page to say that he will build people's RDAs, RTAs, and he'll go in there and, like I said, and build them all. What's your thoughts on that? Surely there's got to be something there, insurance-wise, and he's going to charge him £10 as well.
I don't charge for building, but I do it. But I will only build if I know, like, that they know what they're doing. See, I won't sell a mech to someone that doesn't know about mech safety, battery safety, or anything like that. I will quiz them and I will say, I'll tell them, explain Ohm's law, like, explain, like, you know, your safe working tolerances within, say, this battery or this battery. And if they can't do it, I will refuse to serve them. I've had people call me, like, all the names under the sun. Seriously, from it. But at the end of the day, I'm not putting myself on the line for someone that says, oh yeah, I'm alright, yeah, I've been looking at these. Like, they come in, you know straight away, because it's the terminology they use. Oh yeah, I've got one of them things, you know what you pour the liquid into and it makes big clouds and what? Oh yeah, you know, one of them, mate, you don't even know what an RDA is, then that point on, no. Dan was there and he actually can confirm. But yeah, I will make sure that they know what they're doing. On a regulated, obviously there is some elements of, like, danger, but obviously a regulated will, like, it will help you. It's got safety features on there. Yeah, so I will explain to them, and you know, and I'll just tell them I will build it if you need it building. Watch me, come back again, and stuff like that. So I don't mind building it, like, not at all.
But do you know if, like, you built an RDA for him, and just say it was on a regulated device such as, I don't know, take the gearbox or whatever, and then they went and put it on a Met Mod, and have you got any? I was just thinking of him. He's charging £10. He might think that everything's all right what he's given him, and then something happens and it's not the right build to the right battery, and then
he's actually charged him for a service. So therefore, I think he's probably at more liability than, like, me just doing it, like, and talking somebody through it.
Yeah.
Like, I would explain to him, look, this is for this device only. It's for this regulated device. You can't change devices. It's for this. You know.
nice to know. Well, it's meme of the week, isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
It
Yeah,
is.
it's about that
You're in
time.
charge of that, Jay. So
Oh, it's the Mimi of the week.
Meme.
1 second then. I'm going to mute.
Memes of the week.
So here we go. We have the memes of the week. And there's one of my personal favourites, Flymo. Oh,
Get fucked.
these are going really quick. Oh,
The
look
fuck? Gotta wait for it to have fucking Flymo.
I'll let these run through. They are going a little bit quick, but I will let them run through a couple of times. Excellent.
great.
Yay! Nick's one's just amazing. I love it.
Flymo.
Oh shit! Sick. But yeah, they're the memes. Oops, I follow.
That was me in a goofier time of my life. I mean, I'm still goofy, but that was just goofier.
I love that one though.
But,
Shout out to my stalker.
There you go. Whoever that was. Oh, lovely. So, it's about that time. We have been 1 hour, 1 minute and 36 seconds.
There we go.
Woo!
So,
Another show in the books.
Yeah, and we've got nearly more dislikes than what we have likes.
Yay!
It's
Wonder
been
when that'll
happening
stop.
a lot with live shows recently. The last couple of weeks, there's been like, no matter who's been going live, there's 9 shows out of 10. There's been more dislikes than likes. So cheers, people! It all counts towards the analytics. Thank you very much.
Get in. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can get 4 more dislikes before we go.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter anyways because it's a live show. It really only affects like the recorded stuff. Like
Doesn't even affect that. It still shows as analytics.
It
Yeah.
does, yeah.
It just
It
shows
all
as traffic to the site.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it counts as a view. So even if you like it or dislike it, it still counts as a view.
It's been happening over here in the UK quite a bit on live shows.
Some
Yeah.
people are twats. Jules, you cock.
Right, let's say our goodbyes then, three peoples.
Right, do me a favour, Mo. Put the link in for the merch. If you haven't done so, you can go over there and have a look.
I will spam it in the chat now for you lovely people to
it's just
fit in
this-
your eyeballs.
So it's just the standard like hoodie with the SAVS logo on it. It's a standard unisex t-shirt, a standard female t-shirt, and a standard crew neck sweater. So yes, if you wanna participate and wear one of these, you can go over to the link and go and buy one. Yay! We will be doing some
one today.
we will be doing some limited edition runs of different stuff with the SAVS stuff on there. But yes, that's great. So
keep your eyes open.
keep your eyes peeled. I've got to thank Jules Mama Vapes, one of the best spanners I know. Oosh, get in. So I'm gonna say goodbye and pass it around.
Are we
Bye
doing an after
everyone.
show or?
I've got a few things to do.
I've got plans.
Right, well, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Make sure you check out the SAVS merch as well. And massive shout out to the spammers in chat. That includes us and the lovely Jules Mama Vapes. Yes. It's been a good show. Nice to see you lads all again, as always. And everybody in chat, thanks for tuning in. And who else wants to say goodbye? We will see you next week.
Well, cheers for tuning in, everyone. Again, cheers to the panel. Cheers, Jay, hosting again. And thank you to the dislike buying fucktard. And
One more dislike before we go, please. Let's just try and break even.
no, we need 2 more to break even.
Come on now.
Holy shit! I've just seen how many there is.
I'll spend some more money. Go ahead.
What are you disliking for?
Big love to everybody in chat. You make this show. Thank you very much for joining us today. Also, love to the spanners, everybody, and Mama Vapes. We know we love you loads. Big love to Gaily Bops. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much, lads. It is so nice to be with you, all of us again, another week. Make sure you join us next week. We'll be all primed and ready to go, oiled up, lubed up, and you can put some more dislikes in.
Rimming.
Bring a douche on.
Rim-a-dim-a-dim-dum. Alright. Nice one, guys. Cheers. Peace out.
Bye, everyone. Make sure you subscribe to all of the panelists. Yay, bye.
Buy some merch. Yeah, bye.